Can I have a latte, please?
Another drink? You've been here 3 times already today. What's going on? Well, if you want another drink, then who am I to get in the way? I guess you really like coffee. You want it hot again?
Yes, please. Hot. Also, I have a question. Are you about to finish work here? What time do you finish?
What time do I finish? Why aren't you asking me that?
I've been coming to this coffee shop for a long time now. I feel like I know you already. Do you recognize me?
I sort of know you. I've seen you here before, but we have many customers. If people come in here and drink coffee a lot, then I usually start to recognize them.
I love coffee, but sometimes I think I drink a bit too much. I've been barely able to sleep recently. I think I drink too much coffee in the afternoon. I know it can disturb your sleep. Also, I come here a lot because I want to see you. You're really captivating, and I'd love to get to know you better.
You come here to see me? Really? I didn't realize people did that kind of thing.
I didn't know how to start up a conversation with you, but here I am. I actually think I've fallen in love with you already. I hope you don't mind me being this forward.
Love? You're in love with me? Wow, this is really quite serious.
Sorry, I know, it's strange. You must be a little shocked by this. I don't want to alarm you. I just feel I need to tell you how I feel. I'm not a stalker, you can be assured of that. I just want to get to know you better, so I'd really love to have a conversation with you.
Are you trying to say that you'd like to go on a date with me or something like that?
Yeah, that's right. You read my mind. I would love to go on a date with you.
I've not been on a date for a long time. People don't usually ask to go on a date with me. I was actually waiting for someone to take me out on a date, and now you've arrived.
Really? You're happy about this?
Why would I be bothered by it? Just wait a while and I'll finish work, and then we can go and eat together.
Great, so you really want to go on a date with me? I was expecting you to say no.
I'd really enjoy going on a date with you. Just wait a while, and then I'll be finished here.
Father, I have some good news. I finally got a girlfriend. I've had no luck in love, but it seems that things are starting to change for me. Isn't that nice to hear? I bet you're really happy about this. You got a girlfriend? Well, this is a surprise. What kind of a girl is she? I hope she's a nice girl. She's really lovely. I like her a lot. She is such a nice girl. I'm happy to hear this. It's nice to know that you found someone you're happy with. I hope you get on well together. You have to look after yourself in all areas. It's no use just having a good job. You have to have a good relationship too. I'd be really happy if you met a nice girl who went to a good university and had a good job too. I know she could compliment you and make you feel a lot better. I don't know what university she went to, and I don't really care. I don't even care if she has a good job or not. I like her for the person she is. She's a nice girl, and that's all that matters. At the moment, she's working in a coffee shop, and that's good enough for me. I don't need a girl with a high-powered job. She works where? She works in a coffee shop making coffee. She seems to be quite happy doing that. She's a barista? Is that the right word? That's right. She's the girl that makes all the lovely coffee when you go to a coffee shop. She is really friendly and nice to the customers too. No, is that what she does? It could have been better, but I guess that will do. I'm happy that you agree. We shouldn't let money or status get in the way of love. Do you think that this job is good enough for you? Don't you want a girl who earns a little bit more money? There might be so many problems in the future if you don't marry a girl on your level. It might be okay if you just date her, but I might get a little bit worried if this starts to move towards marriage. I don't know if I want you marrying that kind of girl. There is nothing wrong with being a barista in a coffee shop. I don't know why you're so offended by it. We can't all have high-paying jobs. Some people do jobs that they enjoy. Also, I don't care how much she earns. She is a nice girl and I like her. Isn't that enough? I think it's okay as a part-time job, but not as a career. If she was the manager, it might be a different story. She really needs to aim higher in life. Maybe one day she'll become the manager, who knows? At the moment, she's happy with what she's doing, so I don't have a problem. I am not happy. Sometimes when the boss isn't there, she has to look after the place all on her own. It's like being the manager. As time goes by, maybe the owner will ask her to take on more responsibilities. We should support her instead of being critical. I still don't think it's a good job. I wanted you to marry a girl with a white-collar job. As long as she's happy, I don't care. She doesn't want a high-powered job. She wants to do what she enjoys. We only live once. Why can't we just be happy? You won't say that in the future when you're short of money. When you're young, you don't understand how expensive everything is. How are you going to buy a house if she earns so little? You have to spend your youth studying and working. That way, you'll have a good position in life when you get older. Can you let this go? I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've said everything I want to say. You've done a lot of studying and got a good job. Don't settle for anything but the best. When you feel the time is right, break up with her and find a better girl.
My dad has worked out that I've got a boyfriend.
Really? What did he say about it?
I'm his only daughter, so he started asking lots of questions. I think he's really protective of me. He wants me to have a nice boyfriend. We spoke about it a lot. I think he's okay with it.
That's nice to hear. Do you think it's time for me to meet your parents? I've been thinking about a suitable time for a long time now. I would love to meet your dad. I'm sure they'll like me.
I was thinking the same thing, actually. We should do that sometime soon. My dad seems interested in meeting you, so the sooner the better, in my mind. He's been asking me for a long time about finding a boyfriend, so I'm happy to finally have someone to introduce him to. My mom died a few years ago, so he really wants me to be happy. I'm his only child, and so he really cares about me. I think he really wants me to get married as soon as possible. I don't want to leave him unhappy. I think he also wants me to have children as soon as possible.
I know how to impress the older folks, so don't worry. I'm sure your dad is going to like me. I'd be really nice to him and try to win him over. I don't think I'll have any trouble.
I think he'll be happy with you. I'm sure he'll be happy as long as I am. What about me meeting your parents? When is that going to happen?
Meeting my parents? I don't know. I haven't mentioned this to them yet. Maybe we can focus on your parents first and then work on my parents. I don't know what they'll say, to be honest. They can be a little strict about things.
Do you think they won't accept me?
I don't really know, to be honest. They might do, but then again, they might not. They can be a little bit judgmental at times, so it's hard to read their minds. They might have a problem with you, but we should hope for the best.
I hope they can accept me.
Oh, I hope so too. At the moment, let's just focus on meeting your parents. We can worry about my parents later.
Do you really think we'll get married?
I think we will. We just need to get approval from both of our parents, and then everything will be plain sailing.
Great. Let's hope that they will say yes. I think they will. Why would they try to hold us back? We're happy, isn't that enough?
Dad, are you there? Yes, I'm here. What is it now? I want you to meet my girlfriend. I know you weren't keen on her at first, but I'm hoping you can change your mind and accept her. At least meet her and give her a chance to impress you. Who do you want me to meet? I told you about her, my girlfriend. We spoke about her. She works in the coffee shop. Oh, that girl? I remember. I was hoping that you would break up with her. Are you still together? Yes, we still are together. Why do you have to stay with her? I was really hoping you would get yourself a proper girlfriend. A girl you could be serious about. I don't think that she is a suitable choice for you. I met her dad a few days ago, and he was really happy with me. I want you to meet her. We're hoping to marry each other soon, so I want you to agree to it. Marriage? I think you should break up. Why should I meet a girl I'm not really happy with? We are not gonna break up. We're really happy with each other, and there is no reason to change. It's you that has the problem, and not us. Why can't you just be happy about it? I think if you met her, you'd change your mind really quickly. She's a really nice girl. If the girl doesn't have a good job, then nothing will change my mind. I don't want my son marrying down. You should marry a more suitable girl. I'm not gonna live my life the way that you want me to. You just have to accept my choice. It's okay for you to give your advice, but you have to accept my decision. I've done everything you wanted of me. I studied hard and I got a good job, and now I want to get married. How can you be so unhappy about this? You should be happy I've met a nice girl and we're gonna get married. I can't accept the way that you are about this. You are going too far. I just feel like you're too demanding. You want me to do everything the way that you want it. At some point in your life, you're just gonna have to let your children decide for themselves. The time is now. I am not breaking up with her just because you want me to. We're gonna get married even if you don't like it. I'm not changing my mind. It's you who will regret it in the long run. You should listen to my opinion. I'm older than you and I know best. Dad, no you don't. I do and don't deny it. I will meet this girl if you really want me to, but don't expect me to accept your marriage with her. I will not change my mind. You will change your mind as soon as you meet her. Trust me. We can arrange a meeting and then see how you feel after that.
Hello, everyone. How are you all? It was so nice to meet you at long last.
We've heard so much about you from her son. He talks about you all the time.
She's good looking. Don't you all agree? I couldn't keep my eyes off her when I first met her.
That's right. I can really see why you fell for her.
She isn't that good looking. She's just a normal girl as far as I'm concerned. Nothing special about her.
Well, you look just like your son, both very handsome. I can see where he gets his good looks from. You really look alike. I bet everyone can tell that you're father and son.
Thank you for the nice talk.
You're full of nice words, aren't you? I suppose my son is really lucky to find a nice girl like you. I've always worried about what kind of girl he was going to get married to, but it seems like we've got a nice girl right here. There's a lot of nasty girls around these days, and I've been worried that he was going to end up with one of them. So glad my son has better taste. I just hope his father will come to agree with it at some point in the near future. I think we're really getting off to a good start, though. You seem like such a lovely girl.
Don't get too carried away over some nice words. She has to do more than that to get my approval.
Why do you have to be so serious about all this all the time? The feeling is nice, so why try to ruin it? You should be nice to the girl. Her mother has already passed away, yet she has still grown up to be a nice young lady.
That's right. My mother died when I was young. I was raised by my father. He taught me to be a nice girl and treat everyone well.
That's what I like. A girl who looks good and knows how to be nice as well.
I try to do that.
So, you grew up with your dad then?
Yep, that's right. That's what happened.
It must have been hard for you. I can understand that. But I'm still not sure about letting my son marry a girl who doesn't have a good job. Can you just let that go, please? Why do you keep talking about jobs? I don't care what job she has.
I'm sorry that you're not happy with my job. I think it's a good job. I'm happy and enjoying myself. I don't think I could do a job that I don't like. After a while, I'd get bored and want to change. Also, in time, I might get a promotion or something like that. Who knows what will happen?
That's right. I'm happy with it too. Please, can you agree to our marriage? What's going on?
Are you okay? Is there something you want to talk to me about?
Are you off of work tomorrow? I'd appreciate it if you came over to our house to help. I have some things that I want you to do, and it would be nice if you came over and did them.
Tomorrow? You want me to come over on my own? Kyle has gone on a business trip, so he can't come with me. I'm sure you know about that. Should I just come on my own?
That's right. You just come over on your own. I have some housework that I need helping with. You can do it. I know you're good with these kinds of things.
Really? Is that what you think?
If you want to marry into our family, then you need to get used to the idea of helping people when they need help. We're not going to give you a free ride. You have to do your best to help the family. Come over here tomorrow morning and give us some help. I know you can do this kind of thing because you work in a coffee shop. You must be good in the kitchen. You can come over and make me some food, too.
Okay, I understand your thinking. I'll come over tomorrow and give you a helping hand.
Good, and please don't be late. I've got a lot of stuff planned, so we need to start early.
Hello, I'm here. I hope I'm not too late.
You're here. Well done. So nice to see you. I need to rest today, so I don't have much time to help you. I'm sure you'll be okay doing these things alone. It's not too difficult for you to do. Come on in. I've got some stuff in here for you to be getting on with.
Hurry up and get to work. We're getting old and we don't have the strength to do these things. You're young, so you'll be better able to do them than us.
Okay, I'll start doing it now.
There's some dishes to wash over there and some clothes to wash over here. When you've done with that, you can clean the bathroom and the toilet. Also, I want you to make some food for us, so please leave enough time to do that. We've eaten everything in the fridge, so I'd appreciate it if you made some more. I know you will.
I'll try to do my best, but I'm not sure I'll do it right. This is the first time you've asked me to do these things. You'll have to forgive me if I make some mistakes.
Oh, stop making excuses and get on with it. What happens in your shop when a customer asks for something? Do you come up with a list of excuses? If I were you, I'd just get on with it. The customer is always right.
Sorry?
If you work in the service sector, you really have to be nice to the customer. You have to always think about their needs and what they want. You can do the same for us here. Just put in some effort and try to get things done as soon as you can. If you have any problems, I can give you some advice, but I'd prefer it if you didn't bother me. If you work hard, then I'm sure you can get it all done in no time at all.
I'll do my best.
When is the food gonna be ready? I'm really hungry. I asked her to make it a long time ago, and it still isn't done.
Sorry, I'm trying to do it as soon as I can. It won't take long, don't worry.
Hurry up, please. I want to eat now and you're taking forever. I told you that you had to work as hard as you could. You should be good at this kind of thing.
Sorry, I'll get it done as soon as I can. I've been doing a lot of things for you today, so sorry if it's not being served as quickly as you'd like.
I can't wait for this meal to be ready. I bet it's going to taste really nice. I am really thankful that you've come over here and done all this stuff for us. I hope you can come back every weekend.
Okay, just sit there and wait a few more minutes. Don't worry, it'll be out soon. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I spilt a little bit on you. Are you okay? It's not too hot, is it?
It's gone on my hand and on my clothes. What a big mess.
Are you okay? It hasn't burnt you, has it? You should be more careful than that. Look what you've done. I don't care if this is your first time coming over here to help us. You should have done better.
I think I'm okay. I don't think it has burned me. It was just a little shock, that's all.
I'm so sorry. I just made a little mistake there. I didn't mean to hurt you. I hope you're okay. Let me get a damp cloth to put on it. We can clear it up in no time.
Oh, you're just gonna make it worse. How about you get into the kitchen and make us some more food? You messed up this one, so go and do another one.
Oh, okay, I'll do that right now. I'm really sorry about it.
What is wrong with you? How can anyone be so useless and clumsy? Look at what you've done. I thought you'd be better than this, working in a coffee shop. You should have known exactly what to do. Instead, you made the food slowly and then made a big mess with it all. You can't even do that right. My opinion of you has really gone down after this. I knew you were a useless woman. You can't even serve food properly, never mind more mentally challenging tasks.
I'm really sorry. My hands were wet because I was just washing something in the kitchen. It was an accident, and I'm really sorry about it.
Stop trying to get out of this by saying sorry.
Please don't get too angry with her. It can be a bit difficult at times, and we all make mistakes. You tried your best today and did a lot of work. I'm sorry that this happened. We can get over it. I'm not hurt by it. It didn't burn me, so everything is okay. The clothes will wash and it will all be forgotten about.
I don't know what went wrong today. I really don't. I don't usually make those kinds of mistakes.
Don't let it get to you. It's part of the learning curve. We have to move on and improve ourselves. Don't let mistakes get the better of you. Don't lose faith in yourself. You can leave now. Thanks for all that you did. We'll see you again.
Dad, what happened? Was she really that bad? What did she tell you? She spilt the soup all over your mother. Ah, what a disaster. Why did you make her come over to your house and do all the work? She isn't your personal chef and house cleaner. I heard that you made her do so much that she was stressed and tired by the end of it. Oh, it wasn't that bad. We just had her doing a few household chores. It was to help us. We're old, so we can't do them ourselves. We needed her to help. You were away, so we got her over to do some work. She was so tired that she needed to rest for several days. She was completely exhausted. I spoke to her and she seemed to be almost traumatized by the whole thing. You had her working too hard. If she wants to marry into our family, then she needs to get used to the idea of doing work. This was a test to see how well she can work. It seems that she's really not that much of a worker. All she had to do was wash the dishes and make some food, and she couldn't even do that. What a loser. I don't know how she manages in that coffee shop. She isn't going to be your servant after she marries me. I don't know why you had her do this as a test. There was no need. If you keep going on like this, then I'll have to stop her coming over to your house. You're really being unfair to her. You're gonna do what? I'm gonna change my mind about this wedding. If you keep behaving like this, then we'll just have to get married without you. If we never see you again, then so be it. Is that your plan? If you want to continue to have a good relationship with me, then you're gonna have to be nicer to my girlfriend. Where is she? Why isn't she here? There is still some time left. Just you wait. We've been here waiting for a long time. What's the problem?
Sorry, there was a bit of a traffic jam. I'll get there as soon as I can. Just wait a little while longer and then I'll be there. I'm really sorry about that.
Taxi? Are you in a taxi? Why don't you have a car?
My dad is a taxi driver. I'm in his taxi now.
Your dad is a taxi driver? What kind of a job is that? I've had enough of this. Son, it is time to leave this girl. You can do better. Dad, why do you have to be like this? What changed? She's got a low-paying job and she comes from a bad family. I don't want you to marry her. You need to get yourself a proper girlfriend. She has to come from a good family, have a good education, and do a good job. This girl just isn't good enough for you. If you marry her, then you're gonna have a really hard life. I just can't take it anymore. Dad, stop being like this.
My dad has worked as a taxi driver for a long time. He worked really hard so he could pay for me as a child. He's done a good job and will continue to do so. I respect his work and you should too. It doesn't matter what job my dad does. You should be happy that he could do this job and pay for his child. It wasn't easy for him.
I don't care what you think. I'm allowed to have my own opinion. I don't want my son to marry a poor girl. I'm sure your dad does work hard, but still, it is not good enough for me. You don't have enough money, and I don't want all the burden being placed on my family. It's time for you two to break up, and I mean it this time.
Are you really this obsessed with money? My dad is a nice guy. Why can't you just be happy with that? He earns enough to get by and look after his child. Why does he need to earn any more? Isn't that enough for you? I don't understand why you're so unpleasant about this.
Oh, you're here too. Hello, I've arrived. I thought I'd come along as well.
Dad, I think maybe we should leave. Maybe you won't be welcome here.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't think this marriage is going to be the right thing for me anymore. I thought it was, but now I'm really starting to have doubts. I think it might be time for me to change my mind.
Oh my, it's the chairman of the company. How did you get here? I didn't know it was going to be you. Aren't you the man who works in my company? Is that right? I think I've met you before. I think I met you last time we had a team meeting. Is that right? I know you're doing well at work and you want a promotion. You might get one in the near future. Isn't it funny that I'd bump into you here? So you're the father here. I didn't realize it was you. No one told me. If I had known you were coming, then I would have prepared something for you. We could have met in a better location. Do you want to sit down here? Please, relax and put your mind at ease.
What's going on now? Dad, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to go through with this marriage. I've had second thoughts. I think it's time for us to leave. I've seen something that has made me change my mind. I know it's last minute, but I hope you can accept my change of heart. I like my boyfriend, but I don't think I want to marry into this kind of a family. They're not respectful to people.
Don't go. Don't let this come between us.
There is nothing you can do now. You should have done more in the past. You should have changed your dad's mind, and this wouldn't have happened. I can't accept this sorry state of affairs.
What happened back there? What made you change your mind all of a sudden? I thought you were happy.
I don't want to enter into a marriage that I would regret for the rest of my life. It's better to call it off now than to regret it later. I had to get out of there while I still had a chance. Living with him as a father-in-law was going to be unbearable, and my husband didn't do enough to protect me.
What was wrong with him? What was he doing?
He was really rude to me about my background and my job. He didn't like the fact I was working in a coffee shop. He thought it was a really low-status job. He wanted his son to marry a girl who went to a good university and had a high-paying career. He was always talking down to me and insulting me. They treated me like dirt. I know I was in love, but if his family is that overbearing, then what can I do? I told them that you worked as a taxi driver, and he told me that the wedding had to be canceled. He couldn't accept me if I came from a normal family. They were really rude and arrogant.
Oh, that's not nice, is it? I drive the taxi to stay in touch with ordinary people. It's just on the weekends, though. Did he not know I'm the chairman of the company he works for? I guess not. I didn't realize that he had that kind of a mindset.
As soon as he found that out, his attitude suddenly changed. What an awful person. He doesn't respect people below him, so why should you respect him? I think you should go and teach him a lesson. Give him the same treatment he gives to others.
I think if you're going to get married, then you need to marry into a family of nice people. You have to cooperate with them for a long time, so maybe you made the right decision. Are you okay with it all? You've left that guy. How do you feel? No, I hope it doesn't hurt you too much.
I didn't know what to think at first, but now I realize it's the best option. It'll take time to get over it, but I know I will, and then I can start to move on with my life.
You do what's best for you. Don't let anyone hold you back or pull you down. You do what you have to do in your one and only life. Hello, I seem to have made a terrible mistake. I'm really sorry about what I did. Please forgive me. I didn't realize that you were her father. If I had known, then I would have done this differently. I was shocked by it all, too. It really caught me by surprise. I want the best for my daughter, and I presumed she was happy with her choice of husband. It seems that you have really crossed the line. She really enjoys her job in the coffee shop, and you were not very nice to her. How can she forgive you for this? I'm so sorry. Maybe I was a little bit too harsh. If I had known it was your daughter, then I would have had a different attitude. I'm just worried for my son. Maybe I'm a little bit too overprotective. I want him to marry a nice girl. It's not the reason to look down on people the way you did. Also, you shouldn't treat people differently just because it's your boss's daughter. You should be kind to everyone. You're right. I made a big mistake, and I'm really sorry about it. I hope we can forget about what I did and go back to a better time when we were happy. I'll change my mindset from now on, I promise. I know how hard your daughter works, and I really respect her for doing what she loves. I used to be a taxi driver before I became a businessman. I still like to do it from time to time. It keeps me in touch with ordinary people. I don't take kindly to people who are arrogant and look down on others. I'm not sure if I can forgive you. We all face hard times in life, and we should never laugh at those who are down on their luck. One day it might be you. You never know. I might be wealthy now, but it wasn't always this way. Even if I was still a taxi driver, it is not a reason for others to be arrogant. There's nothing wrong with doing a job such as that. If it pays the bills, then it's good enough. No, I completely agree with everything you just said. You're a man of wisdom and experience. I'm really sorry for what I did. As I said, I was just being too protective of my son. It's difficult to accept that he's an adult now. I just want to make decisions for him. I know it's wrong, but it's difficult to let go. You've told me. I understand your position, but it is not an excuse. She's doing what she wants to do, so you should really respect her for that. I am so sorry. I really made an error of judgment. You work in my company. Do I disrespect you? Do I talk down to you? Your social position is lower than mine, but I do not look down on you. You should treat people how you want to be treated yourself. I didn't think that someone working in my company would have this kind of attitude. I am really upset by this whole thing, and it's about my own daughter, too. Oh, I am really sorry. The more you talk, the more I realize the error of my ways. If I could turn back time and do things differently, then I would. I should learn my lesson now and not make this mistake again. Oh, I am so sorry. I only have one son myself, and I want him to have a good life. I went too far this time, and I accept that. I hope you can understand. I know that you would do the same for your daughter. Protecting your own family is not a reason to go hurting other people's feelings. You should have thought about this a long time ago and changed your ways. My daughter told you many times, and your son tried to convince you too. Now the marriage is off, and it's all your fault. I hope you feel stupid. You've ruined everything. I don't know if my daughter will change her mind now. She's been put off for life. Maybe you could talk to her and tell her how sorry I am. With a little bit of convincing, she might change her mind. The wedding might be back on again, and we can all move on as if this never happened. I don't know if she could be won over so easily. You've really hurt her, and it went on for a long time. She couldn't take it anymore and finally decided to call it off. If only you had been a bit more considerate in the first place, then this would have never happened. Also, I don't think I can forgive you. I don't think I want you working in my company anymore. You've shown me what kind of a person you are, and there is no going back. When your current contract finishes, you will have to leave this company. I won't be letting you sign another contract. Really? Why? Why do you have to do that? Isn't there some negotiating we can do? Can't I recover from this? I really screwed up, and I'm so sorry about what I did. If I had known it was your daughter, I would have done it differently. I'm prepared to change now and be a better person from this day forward. I've learned my lesson. My son really wants to get married to your daughter. Oh, please, don't let this get in the way.
No, I won't be changing my mind. I feel the same as my father, and there is no going back. I don't want to get married to your son anymore.
Please, forgive me for everything I did wrong. I am not going to change my mind. It is my daughter's decision, and I'll respect that. Oh, please, give me a second chance. We should forgive people when they do something wrong.
No, we will not give you a second chance. You had so many chances to improve, and you didn't. You hurt my feelings so many times, and there is no going back. If you keep pestering us like this, then we'll have to call the police. Just accept that it's over and move on.
Call the police? Are you joking? Is it really that bad? Oh, I think you're going a bit too far now. You're treating me like I'm some kind of criminal. If you want to call the police, then go ahead and do it now. See if I care. You're just trying to make me angry now. You're doing this on purpose to try and get a reaction from me. Why should I accept this? Go ahead and get the police here. See if I care. They won't listen to a stupid girl who works in a coffee shop anyways. I have some friends in the police, and they wouldn't believe that I could do something so wrong. You'll get into trouble for wasting police time, not me. I don't want anything more to do with you people. Have a nice life. Why don't you leave me alone? You're the ones bothering me, not the other way round.
I am so glad I decided to run away from that awful family. Imagine if I'd given my life to them. It would have been such torment. How could I have recovered from it? It was even more rude to my father, and so he left the company shortly afterwards. We didn't have to wait until the end of his contract to get rid of him. He went of his own accord. I heard he's working for a different company now, on the other side of town. I'm sure he's just as arrogant as he always was. I broke up with my boyfriend and never went back to him. It might have been a crazy move, but I think it was a good idea. I also carried on working in the coffee shop. Why not do what makes you happy? I'm just going to carry on with my life and hope that I meet someone new. I know it can happen to me. I have faith in the future. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.